All right, number 42. It says the number of complaints a company received at the end of each of 6 weeks is shown in this table. So week 1, 225 people complained. Week 2, 205. So the numbers are going down. So at least the company's doing something. They're getting better and learning from their mistakes. So it says based on the line of best fit. Now remember, line of best fit is when you have a bunch of dots and you're trying to find the line that fits in there the best. It's closest to all the dots. Now notice it dropped 20 this week, and then it has different drops. But notice that it then down here, the drop was 17. So if it continued, it sort of looks like it's dropping between 20 and 17 each week. So we're looking for week 8, which means it would drop about 34, maybe around 96, but it might not drop that much, might drop a little more. So the answers that make the most sense to me right now are sort of 91 or 96. So 110, no, it's gonna drop a little more than that. But let's see, how are we going to do this? Well, we need to graph this. We need to plot these points, and we haven't done this, but we need to plot the points and do it in, let's go to Desmos and do it. So this is going to be all new. So we're going to go to Desmos to learn it. So let's go. Here's what you'll come to. You open Desmos. That's what will happen on your SOL. You come here, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to hit the plus sign up here in the top left. So I hit the plus sign and I hit table. And now I enter that data that they gave me. Now, I did it here. So I already entered it. Boom, there we go. There's the data. What do I do now? Well, first of all, you'll notice if we look at our screen, I don't see any of that. That's because when X is 1, like right in here, it's all the way up at 225. So I sort of want to, I can pinch my screen here. See, I can do it and you see the dots. But the other thing we probably want to do is go over here to the far right to the little wrench so we can sort of set our X's and Y's. And right here, you see on the X-axis, it's going from negative 125 to negative 105. Let's change that. Let's say, hey, we're only interested from, 0 to about 10 weeks. 0, and then let's change this to a 10. Okay, so that's pretty good. My Y-axis, well, I don't really need to be seeing it from, I don't know, the height wise. We'll go from 0 up to the 225 or whatever they had. 0 to 226. And now I can sort of see my dots here. I can sort of see where they are. Let me go ahead and just click to move him out. So you can sort of see the idea of where they are. Now, again, I'm moving a little bit. We're trying to find here for this 8 right here. Okay, so how am I going to find 8? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click after my table. I'm going to click here in the little spot 2. And this is the part that's all new to us. It looks like that's pretty much a straight line. If we look at those dots, it looks like it's a pretty straight line, and we need to sort of follow it. It curves up a little bit there. So what I'm going to do is, here's what I'm going to type. I'm going to type Y, and then I'm going to type 1, and that's just puts a sub 1. And I want to say, I'm just typing in Y equals MX plus B, but instead of equals, I'm using that little character, approximately. And I'm going to put MX, I'm going to put a sub 1 on it, so I just hit a 1, and it'll recognize it. And then I'll put plus B, which is our equation. Now look what it did. It graphed the line of best fit for me. Now what I'm trying to do is see right here at 8, where's it hitting right there? And we can see, if I just tap it, right at 8, it's about 91.6, isn't it? 91.6. So that's what it's going to be. So our answer is about 91. Makes the most sense. That's the line of best fit would say, hey, when it's 8, you're going to have 91 complaints. The other way you could draw, if I wanted to see exactly where it crosses. Now, again, I just touched my screen. I could just draw a line at X equals 8, and it'll draw this line, and you can sort of see the intersection. When I click it, it says, hey, that intersection is right at 891.41. So when I come back here, I can see it is going to be choice number B. You're going to have to just simply look at that. And we'll do some more practice with this with line of best fit. However, please know if you just used your sort of thinking like we did right here, you would know it's one of those two. But we can see it wasn't 96, it was actually 91.